First day I met him with his friends. I don't really like them. Like, I was like, no way. No way.
I was young, not really young, but you know, there has always been a way I go into my relationship with girls. Not I always try to see if it's gonna work and if it's not gonna work. But in her own case, I just think it's like the normal used to be. Like, well, let me just do this, and at least to have the normal fun that I'm always used to, or that I was used to. So, but things turn around. I realized that I got arrested by love, and that is just the way it is. Up to date.
I met him through a friend. I just got back from school that day, and my friend was like, "Hey, Jumoke, let's go out, let's go have fun. You just got back from school, so let's just hang out." So then she told me that she had some friends around that we could hang out with. I was like, "Okay, well, let's go. There's no harm in hanging out, you know." So I went there and we hung out, and that was when I saw them, him and his friends. But actually, they were not my type. Like the first time I saw them, but it's just like normal neutral. I was like, oh, okay. I was doing like, but see like a mom, I was drinking malt. They were drinking their normal trophy, you know, 3-3.
I was with my friends, and one of them had a friend that's a girl. So, you know, normal thing when boys are sitting drinking, the next thing is you want to have girls around. So it was my friend that called his girlfriend. They are not dating, they are just friends. That he called his girlfriends and his girlfriend, and the girlfriend now called her own friends to come around with them. So that was how I met her.
years. It's gonna it was 10 years last on Friday. Yeah, yesterday.
Precisely 10 years and 1 day, because we got married August 20, 10 years ago. So, and today is 21, right? So 10 years and 1 day.
When we got married, I was expecting him to choose me alone. But then, so we start having issues like, hey, okay, you don't have to go there, blah, blah, blah. But then, I can't just change this person. This person has been like this even before I got married to him. So, hanging out with his friends, it will be there, but it just has to be minimized. I can't just force him to stop that on a day. So I got to learn about that. And when you're married, it's different from when you're boyfriend and girlfriend. When you're boyfriend and girlfriend, it comes to the house to pick you up. It comes to your house to pick you up, and you guys go out, have fun. But when you're married, you're already in the house. Sometimes it might not even remember to yay, jaja day or something. You might have gone and have fun, and you'll be expecting, where are you? And mumbo mutimbo. Then new wedded wife, you'll be like, you'll be sparking, you know. So I think I learned to be calm but on my own, because I learned that doing that all the time does not actually pays. I learned that if he's gonna change for himself first before he can even think of me. So if he feels like, oh, this lady needs me in the house, you know, it's gonna change. Then with his family, same thing with the friends, you know. I tried to you have to choose me, blah blah blah. But I don't have to fight for this thing. He has to choose by himself. He has to do things by himself. I'm not supposed to impose it on him. Then he used to have one aunt, Auntie Joke. We finally became buddies, best friends. Right now, she's my go-to person right now. Then I'll be like, Kilode, go, what is going on? He won't even say anything. We just walk out. It was that I'll find out this person that I'm even attacking. She's a nice person. She's a calm person. I just have to wait and know the kind of person she is and understand her, because When we first got married, it was tough, really. It was. But as soon as I got to know all of them, so I know what each person needs. Because we ladies, we forget that they are our in-laws. We have to satisfy them even if it doesn't pleases us, right? So when they see the sacrifice and with prayers, they're gonna argue. But if you don't sacrifice, they'll be like, Kenny, well, who is she? And it will be terrible, you know. Those are the challenges at first.
101 freedom that I had when I was single. I don't have it. Yeah. And yes, that is one thing that marriage will definitely put into your life. You'll be responsible. You'll be responsible for your kids, you'll be responsible for your wife, you'll be responsible for many things. When you even pick up bills, one or two, and you are thinking of going out there to meet friends, you just realize that you sit down and watch those bills. You watch, and then time will go. And then before you look at the time, you just be like, oh, I can't make it anymore. So 101 freedom. I could remember when I was in the university, I left Ibadan around 9 p.m. I got to Ijebu around to 10. A friend called me and told me that, hey, Demola, do you see my khaki? I said, your khaki? Then I checked my pocket and I saw his khaki. And this guy was in Ibadan. I drove back to Ibadan that night and drove back to Ijebu again, same night. I don't have that kind of freedom anymore. No, that cannot be done because it was risky, you know. I was only thinking about me, myself, and I. But right now, no. I don't even think about myself anymore. I think about my wife, my kids. So I need to live my life for them. Very careful. That's it.
Adeola Bobo Olajumoke fẹ́ bá ọ lọ. Ó ní ìfẹ́ mo ní sí ọ. Focus. Wọ́n ní ìfẹ́ mo ní sí ẹ ó máa yàtọ̀. Ìjìnlẹ̀ ìfẹ́ a ní ó máa yàtọ̀. Sáré owó ojú mi ó lo olùfẹ́. Eyín mẹ́nugún ojú má ṣọdọ́. Èkùrọ́ lálàbà kú ẹwà o. Olajumoke wọ́n ní wọ́n bá ọ lọ. Ẹ wá bá mi ṣe kọ́kọ́, ladies and gentlemen. Akọ̀fẹ́ jọka 1 to 10. Kọ́ tó lọ jókòó 1 to 10 ni. While we're counting 10, you will hold your coin. Hold your king and focus on him. And you're going to be doing go and sit down there, don't watch mommy and daddy. You're going to kiss each other the way you did the day you were saying yes I do. And we will not stop counting until we get to 10. Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready? Tap, but fast, Ali, the 20, daddy and mommy. Let's go. Cameraman, what throw Sibe? Let's go. Focus. Let's go, everybody. 1, 2. Wọ́n ní ká ní sùúrù. Kí ló dé tí kámẹ́rà wa particularly in zoom? Ẹ fẹ́ learn how to kiss. Ojú tí mo bí a ṣe bá ṣe lónìí bá jù. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's so adamant, like what he wants is what he wants. So I just give him a try, and but at first I told him what I want, and we worked on that part. It wasn't easy. I think we compromised. Yeah.
Like I said, I actually thought it was one of those used to be. But it was a kind of a rapid change that I couldn't even understand myself. Like I said, I got arrested by love. It was an experience that I was kind of overwhelmed. That time, the GSM was just introduced, so it was so hard getting in touch with her on phone that I have to always hang on the door, like the window bar, to get reception on my phone. So, and we do the normal overnight calling free of charge, and during that period I can stay hanging to the window frame or window bar for hours talking to her, because if I have to leave the phone, if I move the phone from that position, I will lose reception. So, you know, it was those acts that I was performing by myself that got me arrested myself. Like, so you can actually do this for a lady? I gave up.
He has a very, very good, like, God-fearing family members. And when you have a good, like, in-laws, God-fearing in-laws, even when you are wrong, they'll still behind you, like, you know. He has a very, very, like, God-fearing family. You know, like I said earlier, when I first got married, I was too forward. Like, I didn't sit down to understand these people. I didn't sit down to know more about them. It's just like, it's when the only thing I know about them is maybe when we went to visit them, you know, then the preparations, you know. That was the only time. So after the wedding, I get to see them more often, you know. And you know, I get irritated with little things. They get irritated with little things. You understand, you know. But when we were able to understand each other, we know what we want, we understand our differences, we were able to cope with each other. And like I said, they are God-fearing people. They took me as their own daughter. So even if I'm wrong, if I do if I'm wrong, they're still behind me, like, even to Bashebe go Kujeshebe. Oh man, you've done something wrong. Like, you've done something wrong. Yaloni, she cannot do that. No. But at the end of the day, if they eventually find out that I actually did that, they will still back me up. Like, Yaloni, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be like, you get angry too much. What is it? It's just because of this thing, and you're angry. You know. When you have that kind of a family, you even be your head will be swelling, you know. Each time, every day you see them, you'll be happy. Even when you don't see them and you remember them, you call, and even if you don't call, you send a message.
Love, trust, making your partner your best friend. Yeah, not having best friends outside of your relationship, outside of your marriage. Settling things amicably within yourself, not extending your rifts or whatever you have within you to other parties, because you don't know what somebody else is going through in their marriage. You might even be reporting your own marriage to a single lady or a single man. So what kind of experience do you think that kind of a person will have? You can be reporting to a divorcee. What kind of experience or what kind of advice do you want that kind of a person to give you? So we don't discuss our relationships outside of this box, and we are best of friends. We gist a lot. When we hear something outside, we come inside the house, we talk about it. Oh, I hear this. Did you hear? Yeah, oh, I got gist. Even when I'm not at home, she will call me. Hey, when you get home, I got gist for you. Oh, okay. That is just the way we do our things.
3 kids, 2 girls and a boy.
We have Oluwaloni. We have Adeola, and we have Ibukunluwa. 2 girls and a boy.
This beautiful couple. My name is Olajumoke Valade. I'm back here for the other one. It's been a while that I get to know them. We've been together with family friends since 2015, and God has been faithful, especially when it comes to marital issues as well. Well, to God be the glory. I thank God for their life, and I appreciate God for what God has done in their life so far. Accidentally, we came to the same town, which is the colleague. So it's the brother, it's the family, and it's the co-worker as well. And another accidentally, where I work today, it was the instrument that God used to provide that profession that I'm in today. So a very big thank you Adeola. It's please help me give me a round of applause, please. And then you saw you back so that I'm at the URL because or you go me that and you go share being most more often sometimes see that's your party for a very long time. That was 2015. But on day
a máa wò pé irú ìdílé wo lọmọkùnrin ti jáde tí wọ́n kọ tó gbẹ̀kọ́ báyìí ní Amẹ́ríkà. Màá wá bínú gbàdúrà fún èmi máa ń bínú gbàdúrà fún mi àbí mo kúrò ní ọ̀ṣọ́ títorí wípé inú mi máa ń dùn ọmọ Yorùbá gidi ni mí. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ti mọ̀ pé ẹni tí ó bá kúnlẹ̀ kí ìyá àbí bàbá ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ó fẹ́ gba èrè ni. Tó bá dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún bàbá àti ìyá ẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ó fẹ́ gba èrè ni. So inú mi máa ń dùn tí bá ti rí wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé lọ́mọ mi tó yí fídíò yìí náà ó dọ̀bálẹ̀ ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ lọ́dẹ̀ sọ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ fàdúrà gbé òdìdè. Wọ́n pọ̀ mí o mi gbọ́dọ̀ waste time yẹn ni torí Mr. and Mrs. OSHO ni a ṣe wà ń bí. If not mo ní àwọn ọmọ gan níbí àwọn àbúrò àwọn tó ń pọ́n mi lé lóríṣiríṣi tí mo máa tán lé aṣọ yìí gbogbo wọ̀ ní fàyà ẹ ṣàmì o tí ẹ bá ń mọ ẹni tó lówájú yẹn máa ṣàmì ẹ wà kọjẹ lórí aṣọ yìí yóò ní fàyà lórúkọ tí bàbá tọmọ tẹ mọ́ mo wá fi wákàtí ìpàṣẹ sínú ayé yín pípẹ́ ṣàjọyọ̀ yìí ní èyí kì í ṣàwálẹ̀ kó lẹ́nu jọ ẹ̀rú wọn sọ́lọ́mọ ọba ní Olúwa yóò gba ìrúbọ yín. Ẹnikẹ́ni tí a bí nínú obìnrin tí a fa abẹ́gbẹ́ jáde nínú obìnrin tó bá nítorí pé ẹ ṣe léyìí ipò òun fẹ́ bá yín jà lójú ayé lójú oorun kó lóra kó fi kú yọ kúrò ní ayé. Ẹ má bá wọn ṣàmì ẹ̀yin tó bá ṣàmì sádùrà ẹlòmíì ó ń gbà fúnra ẹ̀ ní o. Bí mo ṣe ń gbà fún yẹn mò ń gbà fúnra mi mò ń gbà fún àwọn ọmọ mi ni yóò dára fún yín jù báyìí lọ ẹ wà ní gbégbìn ẹ ní gbèsìn àwọn ọmọ yóò ní dòkú ọkọ ní sunkún lórí ìyàwó.
My wife is careless. Yeah. And I will say it's my fault because that is part of marriage as far as I am concerned, because you know I handle almost everything that has to do with my wife, so I don't blame her for that. Sometimes she forgets her own email address passwords, you understand. She has actually surrendered everything to me, that this is the man in charge. So even the password to our own life, it's in my hands. I do tell her, I said, you put your head on the floor. Okay, I will put it back tomorrow morning. My wife will forget. My wife will be at the car driving and then put the car in reverse and say, where's my head? Then pack it and go and check for her head and screw it back. She's so careless in that. So that is her.
Okay, my husband, he loves to be respected. So sometimes I forget that we are not together, that we are in people's presence. And I'll be like, what I do normally, you know, I just do what I do normally, and you'll be like, it was back, like, ah, okay. Then when you see him at that moment, you be like, you think he's somebody that talks too much, you know. But
I'm strict, very strict. I'm old-fashioned. I don't like seeing. I don't like to know that my kids are somewhere. They are somewhere that I am not. If I'm right inside this house and my kids are outside there, my mind is not settled. I watch my kids enter their school bus and leave. So I have all my eyes on them. That is me.
What we actually do is, whenever the kids need something, I send them to their dad, and when they can't go to their dad, the dad send them back to me. That's what we do. So I let them know that the dad is the head of the house, is whatever he says, you know. I can just put my own little input in it, you know, and try to change his mind a little bit, but whatever he says is the final.
About your husband.
My husband has been a very caring person. He's very understanding. He treats me the way he would like to be treated, which I really appreciate. And ever since we got married, it's just too humble for. he's such a humble person. Like, I don't think I can trade him for something else. No way. I can't.
I don't know what I can say about my wife. I'll just say it in a very simple word. She's the most perfect explanation of a good wife. She's nice, open-minded. She's jealous. I am jealous. She wouldn't trade me for our kids, talking less of any other person, and I wouldn't trade her for anything. The love we have shared over years, ever before we got married and after marriage, life in Nigeria, life in South Africa, life in the United States, she had never for once gave me a reason to regret getting married to her. This is a lady I can live for years without even looking back, and I will still believe she is who she is. No hanky-panky, no lies. Sometimes when I ask her something, and she feel like lying, I know easily that I will just say like, you don't know how to tell lies. Babe, you don't know how to tell lies. I'm a perfect liar, let me tell you. Yeah. You all know how men can be, but my wife will tell me, she will look straight into my eyes and tell me, Alaye, like this. So we are actually on the same page. She loves dancing, I love music, so you can see, music loves dancing. So we are just perfect, and I just hope that the wind of covetousness, the wind of adultery, the wind of untrust, the wind of guilt will never swim around our home in Jesus' name. I am telling you, I am the most grateful person. I'm the most luckiest person to have this lady by my side. She's my girlfriend. I call her my girlfriend. She's my friend. She's my partner. I don't want people to back on. I want people to go on and say, we gist a lot. So I don't think I can keep talking about her from now till another next 10 years. So I wouldn't waste our time. I want every one of us to drink our NSC, drink our Remy Martins, and whatever we have. Thank you very much. Yeah, they are still there. Although she did not fake anything. No, never. She never did. And so I have not seen her to be somebody that she's not extravagant. She does not live expensive life. That's why the fact that she was a very good family. She does not fake anything. The only thing she wants to do is focus on her education, and it makes me so happy because my own family, my father is a professor, so we are academicians, so we appreciate that a lot. So that has been one of those things that I saw her in her, and other things that I still see today.
He is caring, and he is still caring till now.
Okay, so everyone will repeat the alphabet of love after me, and when I scream love, they will cut their cake. Are we ready, please? One else. Everybody in the house, can I have a loud letter L? And letter O? A letter V? And a letter E? And that is love. OSHO, congratulations. Mrs. OSHO, I'm going to need you to cut a piece of that cake to that plate. You will be feeding your husband the same way you did when you were saying yes I do. So do a bit of cutting into the plate. Let's do this officially. Be careful. If you tell me I'm not happy, I want to kitchen again. You will fake cut. I don't know one get okay me. You will go Wasland. This is Wasland. I want to ask you to don't help. Don't support if you tell me I'm not Shady DJ loud it for me. I want it lonely for life. Mr. Osho, you ready? You'll be feeding your husband. Alright, let's do this. In a romantic way. In a romantic Romeo and Juliet, Mamacita way, Silver Rosia way. Mr. Osho, you will do the same thing to your queen. Feed her as you will continue to take care of her as you continue this journey. In a delicious way, a romantic way. Kilo share go. Oh yeah, congratulations. God bless your home. 20 years, 30 years, you're still getting down. Can we have the children come and take pictures with daddy and mommy? Come on, take pictures with daddy and mommy. Hey, come on, we're taking pictures with a beautiful couple. That's your brother. Come and take picture with mommy and daddy. Congratulations.
I didn't see no imperfection when we were going out. I didn't see no. If I had seen one, maybe I wouldn't have gone into the marriage, because my daddy of blessed memory, in his life, he used to tell my aunts and my uncles, it'd be like, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. If you know that this person is doing this thing, such things, and you cannot change him before marriage, and you think you're going to change him after marriage, it's not going to work, because it takes the grace of God, and it's not everybody that has that grace, you know. So I think it was because I saw what I wanted in him, you know, and he saw what he wanted in me. I think that even when we have our differences, I think that is what is always like making us work things out, you know.
I don't remember if there is any, but as concerning my marriage and habits, my wife does not like smoking, and that is one of the major reasons why you would ask her that the first time you met your husband, would you ever consider getting married to him? She will tell you no, because she will tell you she does not even like my kind of friends, because I move around with people that smokes. I smoked then myself, and my wife was like, "You want to fast guy? You want to?" And I stopped purposely because of her. And you know what? I stopped because I was actually looking for something to just get down with her. But even when I was trying to do that, I got arrested by love. It was just crazy. I think. I hear. Two things actually. Two things. My wedding, my real wedding, the first time we had our wedding. What is going to happen in this our anniversary did not happen in our marriage. When we had that wedding anniversary, I mean, what that wedding party, because this wedding anniversary is going to be in grand style, better than the marriage, because the marriage financially I wasn't that buoyant. She wasn't buoyant. We did it on you understand what I'm trying to say? But in this case, this is going to be, even we have done enough, but friends has done so much. So that is one. The second one is when I had my first child, Looney. There wasn't anything like a party, because we were not, I wouldn't say we don't, I wouldn't say we are broke. No, we are not broke. We are broken. So we could not celebrate anything. It was just like somebody just came in, a pastor, we did prayers, my friends were around. Even though we still get some few things to eat, drink, but not like we actually, not like what normal baby christening is supposed to be. So I am putting those two in one in this anniversary. So, and my wife watched it. She watched it a lot. My only regret is my mother and my mother-in-law are not here. Yeah, because those two, they played a lot in my marriage. Yeah.
We have actually gone through things, like a lot of things that I cannot share right now. So I think that was one of those things we told him, like, that little new girl, now worry. So we're just like, okay, let us just celebrate it. Let's celebrate ourselves. Let's celebrate the kids, you know. We just decided based on the past experience before we came here, stuff that happened a few years after our marriage. Because the first few years of marriage is the craziest thing. Like, that is when you know if you're going to stay or if you're going to leave, you know. So we reflected on it and we bless God. We thank God for his love, his goodness in our lives. So that was why we decided that, okay, we're going to celebrate this 10 years.
Give me like
That was the very first day I went to meet her in school. She was in Olabisi Onabanjo University. Obafemi Awolowo University. I was the one that went to Olabisi Onabanjo. She went to Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. And honestly, going to Ile-Ife to meet her was my very first time going to that school. So it was a privilege for me going into Obafemi Awolowo University. It was a privilege for me going to Ile-Ife because I always heard about Ile-Ife and Modakeke, whatever. So I was able to see the whole town itself. I was able to meet her friends. And it was so fast. She's got this kind of friends that she does the same. Whenever somebody is coming around, they know how to arrange themselves. Hey, come. So it was so fast. I met few that are really responsible and up to date. They are very responsible. So, and meeting those people actually gave me the perfect insight of the kind of woman that I want to marry.
Hey, there used to be this all this Israeli. They were in our estate. They had this fancy restaurant, and we went there on the vows day. And normally it doesn't celebrate vows because his dad died on vows day. So, but we went out and it was fun. I loved the food. I loved the environment, and I told him, well, I'm sorry about that, but we have to celebrate this every time. So it has been a memorable one, and we've always been celebrating that after the first time.
your bill and belly. Look what you went and done. She's not your girlfriend, just your dog. That's not type of girl, she's like from this shit.
Oh shit! We're Johnny! One for the DJ! One for the MC! Yeah! Give it! Do me my familia! Hey! Oh shit! One for the DJ! One for two of them, everybody for the MC! Oh shit! Free! Mama Tina! Alright! Give them! 2 more, 2 or 4! For DJ Daddy! Let's go! Are you ready? Soprano banana! DJ Daddy banana! Soprano banana! Let's go! Yes! Thank you for celebrating with Mrs. Osho. I think that I'm not sure you like it.
Okay, I would say in Nigeria, an average age for a lady that want to get married maybe between the age of 22, 25, right? And an average age for a man probably between the age of 27 and 30. So the two of them should put it in consideration that this girl has been living with her family for 22 years, right? And the girl should put it in consideration that this guy has been living with his family for 27 years. So you are not from the same background. You have to keep learning every day. They will fight, settle, fight, settle. And then That is between the husband and the wife. When it comes to child bearing again, that is another stone to be turned. Because then you realize that there will be changes in your wife. Character. When ladies are pregnant, they are very crazy. Something that does not even make sense, they'll just, escalate. You have to learn that those are changes. Her body structures will change, everything will change. Somebody that used to be very pretty before you met her, she's not being pretty anymore during pregnancy. That's another thing. Then 2, when you now have those kids, responsibilities sets in. You and your wife, you used to go to club together before kids. Now the kids are here, and you want to go to club, and you want your wife to stay at home. Meanwhile, she's used to going to club with you. You have to deal with that too, because you cannot take the baby to club. You deal with that too, and so on and so on. That is how you keep doing until you guys get so old. That is it.
Okay, if you don't trust, or if you're doubting your spouse, don't even try to get into the marriage, because the doubt will still be there. Except you've decided to just maybe follow the path, because some people decided to just, I know he does this, I know he does that, I'll be able to cope. So some people just go into it, and not all that said they can cope are able to cope at the end of the day. So I believe we shouldn't rush into marriage. We should try and understand each other before marriage, although we are still learning. I'm still learning to know him, and he is still learning to know me. We fight, but then we don't sleep over it. You understand? So communication too is okay, is good, and then patience too. But that patience is hard to have. I won't lie, it's so hard to have. And God, finally, God, prayer. We have to pray. We have to be prayerful. Like, it's not until you go to a pastor like, please pray for me, blah blah blah. You can always like stay in the corner of your room and pray and tell God this is what you want. I've always been asking God, like I've always, since when I was younger, I'm always asking God the type of person I want as a husband, even because I used to be a CAC member. So when we have our revivals, and they'll be like, okay, you want to support the ministry, to pray to God what you want, your request. I always pray about my school and my husband. That's the two things I'm always praying about. So and I believe I got to understand that there was no prayer that was wasted. It might not happen immediately, but eventually it's gonna
fẹ́. Gbogbo wọn ní kí n jẹ́ ọ̀làdìgbò mọ̀ òró tó fi yé mi o. Ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ ṣe lọ́wọ́ wọ́n kò ọ̀làdìgbò mọ̀ ara mi ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́kùnrin àwọn obìnrin o. Wọ́n ní kí ẹ understand different background ẹ ti wá ọkọ ìyàwó ìyẹn lè wà látẹ̀gbẹ́ kíyàwó ó wá látọ̀ ṣọlá ní gbogbo àbá mi ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ ṣe wá kóra yín papọ̀ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ owó ṣáàlì ilé ọkọ̀ ohun tó dẹ̀ lè yege first 10 years ti yẹ wo àfi kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àfi mọ̀ra wáyé bí ọládìbò mọ̀ra wà bí ọ̀pọ̀ ẹni tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ fún mẹ́wàá o owó ló yẹ kó yẹ ẹni tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ fún mẹ́wàá o ó jà fún àjọ yìí ẹsẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ojú ọ̀nà ní o ìtẹ́ ìṣe kọjá ìyá ẹsẹ̀ kọjá ìfọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́ ọgọ́rùn-ún ẹ̀yàwó àìmọ̀ ayẹyẹ ẹ̀yàwó alábà mi wọ́n ṣoṣù nípa wọ́n ṣọ nípa wọ́n ti dúdú aláìní nípa bàbá mi ọ̀pọ̀ Adeola congratulations fún òkú yẹn aládùúgbò ìwọ̀n bàbá ló yẹ kí kí ìwọ̀n ló ní sùúrù torí àwọn aládùúgbò nígbà ìyàwó lórí ilé o tó bá ní sùúrù ọdún mẹ́wàá nílé ọkọ o tó rọ ọkùnrin o ìrọ ọkùnrin o káyékáyé ní wọn láti túbọ̀ àbá mi ọ̀gá wọn. Ẹni tó bá sọ ọdún mẹ́wàá ni ẹni tó bá sọ ọdún mẹ́wàá ni ó jagun àjàyè. Ìyàwó mo kí ẹ congratulations kò wíwé mo kí ẹ fún oríire ọ̀ṣọ́dún mẹ́wàá ní ilé ọkọ. Finally, odi tiwa. Adeola kú odi. Ẹwẹ́ ló lẹ kẹwẹ́ ló gbọ́. Ẹwọ́jú ó ṣe dá. Orí àṣẹ fún ẹgbẹ́. Congratulations, okú oríire o. Congratulations yẹ. Adibasi. Congratulations yẹ. Adibasi. Congratulations yẹ. Adibasi. Adeola okú oríire. Adibasi. Okú oríire. Adibasi. Májẹsẹ̀, májẹsọ̀. Àgbọ̀dá ní gbogbo Adeola, congratulations to you. Olólùfẹ́ méjì bàbá mi ó, Adeola wàbí, wàbí, wàbí. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ìyàwó. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ìyàwó. Adeola, Ọlọ́run.
I think I noticed that dance when we got married, because these are the things I say we need to learn about marriage. My wife her lifestyle is different from mine, but we were able to work things out to stay with each other. So up till today, up till tomorrow, I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. I might still be drawing her like this. When she's dancing, I always go to her, go and sit down. You have had enough. And I'm sure it will still happen tomorrow. It will still happen in the next 20 years. Except maybe her back starts paining her. Sometimes you dance and still forget that she has back pain. And then the following day she now tell me, please, my back. Oh. So it was when we got married that we started going out to parties. That is when I started seeing her in those activities. Yeah.
I don't know. But I know that I love music. I love instruments. Yeah, it's actually the instruments that make me go crazy. So when I listen to good music, when I hear good music and good instruments,
First, let me start by saying thank you for coming into my life and for the support all the time, for the love all the time. Thank you for the beautiful kids, and thank you for always getting my back all the time. You know I always love you, right? And I will always do. And I will always do. And I still want you to work on one thing. Trust is very important. Trust. Wherever I am, you are always on my mind. That's the truth. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. I want to say thank you for always being there for me, even before the kids. You've been there for me and my family. Though I don't tell you how much I appreciate it, but I appreciate everything you've ever done for me and for the kids, for the family too. The sacrifices you've made, because since we've been in this country, I've seen lots of family. I see what is going on. I see, and I really appreciate you for having our back. Like you're not intimidated, and you don't get carried away by what is happening around you, which I appreciate. And sometimes I might feel insecure, not because I don't trust you, but I don't trust people around you. Okay. And I might be wrong. So, but that is how I feel. So, I'm sorry if I feel that way, but I just can't. I know. But, I will always love and appreciate you. And I always pray that the love that we started never faded. It continues to grow and grow. Amen. And grow and grow. Amen. Because I love you.
I love you too. I love
Hi, this is Olajumoke OSHO, and here with me is...
My name is Adeola OSHO of Oluwori Olajumoke OSHO.
Okay, we would love you to try and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you just click on the little button below and try and follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. We love you guys. Bye. I want to say thank you to all my friends, my co-workers, thank you, my church members, my mothers, my brothers, my fathers. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming. Thank you for celebrating us. I really appreciate you guys for everything you've done. Oh God, I was so, like, when I saw a lot of people on that day, I was so overwhelmed. Like, God, I never knew I had such people around me. I am so happy. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you, uplift you, and your family too. You will never lack. The love that we share between us, it's not going to fade. We continue to grow, and we'll continue to see love and care for each other all the time. Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Thank you very much, all my friends, my co-workers, church members. I really want to say thank you for the huge turnout during our party. I want to say thank you for the gifts. You are so amazing. I want to say thank you for the money, because we did got some. Thank you very much, and thank you for your support, moral support. You all came out. There are so many friends that even helped before and even after the party. We want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to my shepherd at church. I want to say thank you to all our mothers in church, all our fathers in church. My friends, I say thank you. For those that came around, thank you. For those that could not make it, I say thank you. I really appreciate, and me and my wife, we are saying thank you. We love you, and we hope to see more and more of goodies like this in our lives. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.